And then, bam, let's get some mood lighting. Get some lighting going on. All right. Okay, I think we were turning 18? Ah, flashbang. We're 19. So I don't know. We might have less time than I thought. So I don't know if we have 1 year or 2 years. So I may have just put myself in a terrible situation by having, wow, why is this? This is let me recalibrate that, because that's extra bright. I think I tweaked the amount that screen overlays do. Yeah, let's turn down the base brightness. Change the overlay a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. It was a little flashbangy earlier. Be lurking for a bit? No problem, Pokemon. Thanks for stopping on by. All right. What are we doing? So Dice blew up the research lab, the engineering lab, and we haven't seen them since. We haven't seen their body, so I'm assuming they're still alive. I refuse to believe Dice is dead. Let's see, we have low stress. Let's check in with some of our people. All right, so no new dialogue. They like flower, so let's give them flowers. Nanami gets an egg. Let's see, we need to give Rex the stick. Oh, I don't have any sticks! No! Alright, we'll get sticks later. Nomi, the wonderful bean, gets a beautiful crystal. Holy shit, I have so many crystals. Why do I have so many crystals? That's too many crystals! Mars also gets a delectable crystal. We also need to give Cal their fruit. Awesome. Okay. And all right, so Dice isn't around. How are our stats? There's not really anything that's close to a milestone. We're keeping our rebelliousness nice and high. Love that for me. We need sticks. So we usually can find sticks in the plains. Or is it nearby? I'm trying to remember my locations. Let's explore nearby. Let's get some sticks real quick. Stick. There we go. We already got one stick. All right, so that's going to be the stress reduction event. Ooh, there's Sim. All right, hold on. Let's go talk to Sim. Actually, let's do one event just to get a little bit of stress. Wait, what? Something get messed up on my settings? All right, that was weird. Okay. Hey, Sim, what's going on? Sim nods as you approach. Just the human I wanted to see, he says with a solemn smile. The Overseer would like to speak with you again. Sim leads you to the same cave as before. Nothing has changed, and you get the impression that nothing much does change here. Place your hands on the handles of the array and wait. We feel... No. Why did I say we feel? We have thought over our conversation. You feel the overseer in your mind. We consider that symbiosis may be corrupt and in need of reabsorption, but his affection for your species is genuine. So, we have an offer to make you. Humans wield godlike powers, but lack the capacity to understand the consequences of their actions. The Overseer explains. You have no connection to the land you claim beyond the short, brutal window of your own consciousness. Our offer is this. We will not eradicate your colony. Instead, you will be tended to, just as the gardeners tend to the rest of the planet. You will be given fresh water, clean air, and good soil, and be protected from outside harm. In exchange, humans will stay within their colony and limit their population growth so as to maintain the balance within the habitat. You will not leave this territory to procure more resources. You will cease all hunting, logging, and expansion outside of your valley. You do what, like a human nature reserve? More or less, the Overseer responds. You are a curiosity to us, as well as a sentient species. We would like to preserve you without endangering the ecological balance of the planet. Now, you will go and convince the others of your species to agree to our compromise. I mean, peace between us and the planet sounds good. But we're gonna need... I don't think Lum's gonna go for that. So maybe I'll get the chance to beat the shit out of Lum, who absolutely deserves it. Say you don't know if there's a way to convince Governor Lum to agree with this. The Overseer seems to accept this. An envoy will visit in glow season to discuss it formally, it replies. To be clear, an armed envoy. We suggest making yourselves look non-threatening by then. Sim gives you a slight smile. That seems like it went well, he says. I fought hard for them to consider options other than eradication. I'm glad they trust in you was correct. Ooh. As Sim leads you back to the first surface, you quietly wonder at him. This man, or rather this ancient artificial intelligence resembling a man, has pushed his directives to the limit to help humanity. His interest started with mere curiosity, but over time he's come to love humans and value your survival. Has he made a mistake? Ooh, now that's a card. Plus 10. Nice. So that could be a 15 bomb. Go ahead and get the boss event out of the way. Let's go with the bravery challenge. Plus 2 to straights. I see. If I do this. Oh yeah, we're just gonna blast this out of the park. Plus 3 if the left card is a brain. We should do 7, 8. Honestly, it feels like it doesn't even matter because we're already messing this up. Or I mean, we're already blasting this out of the park. All right, 4, 3. All right, bada bing, bada boom. But that ain't even the highest, baby. We can go much higher. So hold on, if I move this over here, then we can do this and this. Swing! Super goal. Oh, that's minus 50 stress. We're gonna keep exploring. Stick herbs, as well as get the maximum amount of steps. We're gonna lecture them about clear cutting. Hell yeah. Make sure we are maxing out that rebellion. Gotta make sure we are well and prepared for overthrowing the fascists. Sin materializes out of the trees. Hello, Solana. Is that a new... Oh. What is that you're doing? He bends down and picks up a small black pip. This is its seed, correct? Solana, this is an earth plant. It doesn't belong here. He pops the seed in his mouth and crunches it between his teeth. Not to play park ranger, but it is my job after all. Yeah, good point. I'm sorry. You promise you'll pay more attention next time. Oh, we dig up a bunch of medicinal roots. Alright, so I think we should clear out our stress with the Unisar. Easy perception check. Ooh, keep between rounds. Love that. And we'll just go with the wild card. Putting on your scary face. Ooh, 2 extra cards. Nice. 13. Now that's a card. We can just go for... Oh, +2 to pairs. Well, that's not going to be a pair. Do we even need it, though? Like, damn. Alright, so this is going to be +10 if it's the only card. Yikes. +3 to all other brain cards. Oh. Nope, we can't use any other blue cards. Let's take Surprise Party. +2 to cards with gems. Oh, that does have a gem. There we go. 4, 5, 6. We got a super goal. That's good enough. +1 kudo. Bet it's perception. We don't really need perception. Alright. Nothing like watching a pissing Unisar. Apparently, it gives us less stress. Majestic creatures. Yeah, let's go ahead and go home. Alright, so we got a stick that we can give to Rex. As usual for this time of year, your dreams have been more vibrant and invasive. You have trouble distinguishing dream from reality during the day, and you dread falling asleep at night. Huh? How did that Hopeye get into your bedroom? Ooh, let's follow it. You chase it out of your balcony door and find yourself on a thickly wooded path, the mushwood pressing in close on every side. A light is weird here, pink and glittering, casting teal shadows. The Hopeye disappears down a hole in the ground. Without thinking, you dive after it, squeezing your shoulders to fit through. You tumble into a cave, beautiful and surreal, shimmering with a light that seems to come from within. When you take a step forward, the granules of pink sand crunch underfoot. The cave opens out to a forest that seems lifted from a fairy tale. The sunlight beams through breaks in the trees, illuminating a path of mushroom rings and stepping stones that lead you to a small cottage. Spot the Hopeye hurrying further down the path. Let's follow the rabbit. Past the cottage is a field dotted with hunched-over figures. You watch them tend to crops with simple robotic motions, not caring as you tromp through their work. Their straw hats and overalls look tattered. When you pass close to one, you realize they're not human at all. They're made of metal. Sightless, glass eyes stare back at you. Metal faces pock-marked with rust. The rasp of their terrible creaking floods your ears like a sound of cicadas. The closest robot to you turns to you. Its glass eyes shine red and grabs you by the wrist. Its grip is painful, bringing you to your knees in the loaming dirt. It pushes you down, planting you like a seed. The ground swallows you. You can't even cry out. You're falling. You land hard on solid earth, your breath whooshing from you. Hot here, impossibly hot. The twin suns beat down on you, burning your skin on contact, and the air is almost painful to breathe. In all directions stretches a barren wasteland of trees, like bones puncturing the dry skin of the planet. You rise from the dusty, cracked earth and begin to walk, stumbling over the bones of unknown creatures. You don't know where you're walking, only that the horizon doesn't change. The red sky just stretches overhead like a great bowl of heat pressing down on you. A great roar shakes you. You turn to see a chimeric nightmare, a manticore, but with Governor Lum's face. He towers over you from a podium, his claws clacking and his tail thrashing as he proselytizes. "We primeval forests felling," he chants. "We, the rivers stirring, piercing deep the minds within. We, the surface broad surveying. We, the virgin soil upheaving." Overhead, the sky is streaked with smoke. You hear a rumbling in the distance. Stand to face it. You plant your legs and refuse to look away from the beast. With a yell from behind you, Mars appears and swings a sword made of light at the Lum abomination. Its head rolls across the dirt, but it continues to speak. You turn from the scene and walk away, feeling the memory of it cling to you as you push and claw your way through to another reality. You stumble forwards into a dark, glowing forest. Blessedly cool air brushes your cheeks, thick with moisture, making your face wet as if you've been crying. The path wends upwards, flanked by humanoid figures carrying candles. Some are wearing robes, some armor, some lab coats and envirosuits and formal wear. Some are elderly and some are 10 years old. All turn to look at you and you realize with a jolt, they're you. Every single one of them is you. You see yourself reflected in their eyes as they gaze upon you dispassionately. A line of possibilities stretching out as far as you can see. A hop eye crouches between the ranks and gazes solemnly at you as it passes. You walk steadily upward, feeling their unflinching gaze follow you. Overhead, the wormhole hangs in the sky like an overripe fruit, bending the heavy branch of space and time towards you. So close you can feel as if you can touch it. You stretch your hand out, seeking. You wake up. Gain status insomnia. Ah, geez, goof. Milky quiet sunlight pours through your window, flakes of bromide snow piling up against the glass. You feel as tired as when you went to bed. It's your birthday. You're 19 years old. Only one more year as a teenager. Damn. Nice we didn't get much eep. Alright. Let's go give Rex his stick. Ooh, Rex event. Rex beams when he sees you walking up towards him. "Solana!" he calls. "Just the person I wanted to see." You duck under the shade of an overhanging bit of construction. "I wanted to talk to you about something." Rex starts without preamble. "I wanted to talk about us." What do you mean us? Rex tilts his head at you, corner of his mouth quirking up in a crooked fang smile. "I mean, how can I say this? You're hot, I'm easy. Why don't we put those two things together and see what happens? Like, I really dig that we're friends," Rex says. "I just think all friends should come with a side of benefits. That's what both people want. And gorgeous?" He continues, looking you up and down. The hair on the back of your arms prickles under his gaze. "I want." He laughs and ducks his head, running his hand through his hair. "Sorry, I can't turn it off." Rex links his fingers behind his head and rocks back on his heels. "I've never really dated anyone before," he confesses. "Like, I love people and I really like fooling around with people, but those aren't always the same people if you catch what I'm saying. Like how I love know me. But I don't want to be sexy with them. I've definitely hooked up with people I didn't really feel anything for, just because it was fun. We both wanted to." He stops rocking and takes your hands. "If you're okay with that, I think we could have a lot of fun and just see where it goes." You know, Rex, you're a really chill person, probably one of the coolest people from Helios, but I'm afraid we're just friends. Rex gives you the biggest, saddest puppy dog eyes you've ever seen. Really? He whines, like literally whines. Then he stands up straight and gives you a huge smile. Kidding, kidding, he exclaims. I'm just pulling your leg. We're cool, for real. I mean, you know me. Dog's gotta hunt. I've got plenty of friends I don't sleep with, he says. I'm always happy to have one more. Rex slings a friendly arm around your shoulders. I'm glad we talked about this, he says. Nothing better than a kid and their dog, right? You have to agree. It's awkward to tell someone you don't like them that way, but you feel good about this one, and Rex seems as genuinely happy as ever. Good to have a friend like Rex. Absolutely. Certainly think Rex would be an S-tier wingman. Or wing dog. Okay, so nothing with her. So we had that dream with Mars. I wonder, let's see if Mars has any dialogue. Ooh, okay, so we can bring the deal to Governor Lum. Governor Lum is staring into space, but snaps out of it as you enter the room. What is it, colonist? Lum rolls his eyes. Solana, buddy, there's no sentient life on Fortuna. We're it. Whatever you've seen out there, it's not like us. We're the rightful rulers of this planet, he continues. I'm not gonna let some old garbage computer program stand between us and our destiny. He clenches his fist. We'll have to find a way to destroy them. No, we have to listen. See, the thing about being the governor, Solana, Lum drawls, is that I don't have to listen to anything people tell me. Especially not some Stratos kid like you. He dismisses you, but you might have a point. Deposing him as governor would solve a lot of problems. You know Mars would be on board. All right, Mars, it's time for us to do the same thing we should have done this whole time. Try to take over the world. And by the world, I mean this colony. No! All right. Maybe we need to have a day pass, and then we'll get the option to depose Lum. Or maybe, hold on, I should check and see if there's a new event when I look into the depot. There isn't. You know what? I think we should go back to the biology labs. It's been a minute since we've worked in there. Working in the geoponics lab, you wonder how much of the work here is related to Sim and the gardeners. It's like he's left you a mystery, and piece by piece you're uncovering clues and trying to find the threads that bind the whole story together. All right. We are pretty good with pairs. So +2 to cards with gems. All right, so that's gonna be good. And a super goal, baby. Oh, we could have eked out 3 more points? Huh. Damn, even with the brain malice, we still got +3 biology. Too bad biology is one of the things we're maxed out on. Yeah. All right, this quiet's a little bit late, you know? Okay, so nothing still from Mars. Let's go do some tutoring. I want to see Nougat. Nougat's a good bean. I like seeing Nougat. Tutor to the children. Nem is still struggling with her academics. Security Chief Rhett expects his officers to have passed their classes. That means Nem has to take remedial statistics and remedial biology. You try your best, and by the end of the month, she knows enough to at least pass her tests. I mean, nothing wrong with getting some tutoring. Everyone's got their strengths. Ooh, neighbors become wild. All right, that won't become a 7. This will become a 6. That'll become a 6. And I can do this. How does this work? All right, it's 46, but it's no super goal. Iced, hello. This is the part where if I was smart, I'd have a button to throw all the slug pups, but I neglected to do that. So all I can do is throw normal slug cats by shouting out ice. Iced is a wonderful bean of Rain World speedrunning shenanigans and also does a bit of 3D model work. They made those slug cats that were thrown at me, and you can have those slug cats too if you check their Ko-fi. There are even models. You can put them in the art chat. Oh, we could have gotten 65? Holy shit. All right. Give her flower. Ooh, talkie event. Eventually the one day they will be loaded. So much you want to do to make sure they work correctly. Tang is working late in the lab this evening, as usual. What's unusual, though, is the smile that brightens her face when she looks up from her microscope and sees you. Solana, I'm glad that you're here. I was just... no, actually, why don't you come over and see for yourself? You take a look through her microscope. Look at the shape of the spores, Tang says. I've only seen this once before, when we were studying the shimmer fungus, but this fungus isn't any of the ones we identified as capable of spreading the shimmer. She pushes you aside and looks at this microscope again, and makes more notes on her HoloLens. Just when I think we got an understanding of something. Solana, this could change everything. If more species are capable of spreading the spores, then the shimmer response is more widespread than we previously thought. It could even be a planet-wide phenomenon. Tang looks positively energized. Because it's a new species, I get to submit a suggestion for its name. What do you think? Should I name it after you? You don't need to. You should name it after yourself. Don't be ridiculous, Tang laughs, as she inputs your name into her hollow eye. I've already named 6 things after myself. That's what scientists do when they discover things. With a slight gesture of her hand, Tang's hollow eye turns off. With a sigh, she rubs her thumb and index finger over her eyes. It's even later than usual for me, isn't it? Time to pack up and get going before the sanitation team arrives in the morning. She yawns, then blinks rapidly in surprise. It seems that even I'm tired. You help her pack up her workstation. She turns off the lights, and with one last fond look at her laboratory, you and Tang take the long way through the colony, walking in companionable silence towards the general direction of the living quarters. You've come to enjoy these walks with Tang, moving like twin spirits through a sleeping world. Tang stops you before you head into the living quarters. Actually, let's not go straight back, she says. I want to stay out a little longer. You and Tang climb up onto the walls where the wind coming from the forest is stronger and keep walking. The wilderness is dark and impenetrable past the defensive perimeter. Tang keeps you on the outside edge subconsciously, or possibly consciously, putting you between her and it. I hate thinking about what's out there, she says quietly. Predators, dangers, diseases, all the monsters that have terrified humanity since the dawn of time. They're right outside the walls. Yeah, it's not so bad out there. She links her fingers behind her back as she walks. All the same, I think I've finally come to appreciate it for what it is. Opportunity. How many scientists have truly been afforded the freedom of discovery? A seemingly endless buffet of knowledge. Tang looks towards the wilderness and smiles, wistfully. Fortuna is full of dangers, yes, but I find myself also feeling a curious sense of wonder. Awe, perhaps. You walk a little further before Tang, seemingly in the middle of deep thought, stops and turns to you. Solana, are you happy here? She winces, then bites her lip. No, I don't mean happy, precisely. Happiness is irrelevant to a survival situation. What I mean is, do you imagine a future here? One that you would have chosen for yourself? Should you have been given the option? Are you fulfilled? Yeah, I love it here. Oh, Tang replies, looking away. I envy your clarity of vision. Honestly, Tang continues, I despise the physical realities of living here. The smell, the cramped quarters, the constant threat of attack, of disease. Everyone's meaningless interpersonal squabbles, amplified by proximity and stress. I feel them weighing me down. She laughs humorlessly. We don't have a choice, do we? Therefore, the only rational decision is to make the best of what we have. To accept otherwise is to accept misery and death. That's the tangent you know so well. And trust her to stay logical and focused no matter what chaos tomorrow may bring. You walk until the chill of the night settles into your skin, then descends from the walls and back to the living quarters. Tang hesitates at the threshold. Anyone else might not have noticed, but you know Tang. Possibly better than anyone else in the colony does. What's wrong? Tang sighs deeply. I don't like being in my quarters. It reminds me that my brother's gone, and that we never... She turns away from you, and you hear her sniff once. You want a hug? Tang's awkward silence conveys that she has to consider this deeply. Yes, she says finally. I do, actually. You enfold Tang in a gentle hug. After a few seconds of stunned inaction, Tang wraps her arms limply around you as well. You spread your hands wide and hold her more tightly, trying to manifest the right kind of comforting energy to resonate through Tang's shields. Either you manage, or she simply relents, but Tang rests her head on top of yours and sighs. This is where I talk about how physical touch encourages the production of I was about to say oxycontin, but that's not it. Oxytocin, she murmurs, which is a bonding hormone that imparts feelings of calm and security. You can feel her smile against your hair. I know you know that, though. I'll simply say this is nice. Thank you. Also funny that Tang is taller than us. Damn. Tang straightens her coat. I'm aware that I am... That's why it has, like, no cooldown. We can have infinite... It is possible to have infinite cans. But let's see how far I have to re-catch up on Exocolonists. Yes. Yes. Delicious. So many cans. Oh no, they're exploding! Oh god! What have I done? What have I unleashed? Ah, that would hit me. Well, it's a good thing I've already got the maid dress. I'm gonna have to clean up all this soda. It's everywhere. Oh, y'all are making a terrible mess. The exploding cans throwing aluminum everywhere. Oh my jeez. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get back to where, name it after yourself. We go for a walk. It's not so bad out there. Oh, hydrate. I should hydrate after all that soda. Kind of want to switch stream around. Definitely, like, as someone who is drowning under all of the self-imposed projects, like, it's totally valid to put a pin in something and approach it later. But I will say, if you ever want any help or just being pointed in the right direction, feel free to give me a ping. I certainly like helping on the tech stuff. And I've certainly got a lot of hours in the streamer bot mines. I do mean to do more like, because StreamerBot makes it really easy to export stuff I've made and import it for other people to import it. So I do want to make more tools to help people and do things. Like I only have a couple videos right now of integrations, but there's a big one that I do want to do that I still need to do the PNG part of it, because it's basically almost redoing the entire thing slightly differently. So that's why I keep pushing it off. Hey, Pankraru. I hope you enjoy your time in the ziggurat. Let's see. Creature. Hey! Yes, yes. Unfortunately, with OBS exploding and killing everything, I think it's telling me I need to be a little bit more low resource usage today. So I will be a PNG. In recompense, I will be a made PNG. This is made by the ever so wonderful Ray Draws stuff. The Dino Doggo. Their art is magic because they draw in grayscale. I almost said gay scale. Maybe. It could be gay too. Yeah. Oh god, I love Ray's art. Ray's art's so good. Ray's art's so good. Y'all should check out Ray. Love this game so much. Yeah, I've been loving this game a ton. I do not have very many negative things to say about it. And really honestly, anything negative that comes to mind is not so much a problem with the game itself, but more that, damn, they didn't have more money to make more branching storylines. Because like it's always a thing in games, especially the more narrative heavy ones, is that you're only able to do things within the game within the confines that they have built. So sometimes you can think or want to do something and either they didn't think of it themselves to implement it, or it's just they didn't have the money or time to build that. You know, there's at the end of the day, you know, they have to prune the branches and have to constrain things in some fashion, which is very understandable. Love the sequel, just more from the same. Absolutely. I would say more from the same devs, because I think I think at least I haven't gotten to the very end. And this is my first playthrough, so no spoilers, even though I know we're very close to the end, because we're on our 19th year. I don't know if we end right on turning 20, or if it's like at the end of the 20th year, it ends. I don't know. But I do think they are very good at world building. I also think they're very good at game design, because I feel like a lot of elements of this game synergize very, like, I have probably said it every single time I've gone live on this game and streamed it, but the ludonarrative synergy of the card game mechanic, of your cards being memories, and their memories that you get from events, and the fact that removing them from your deck is forgetting memories, is just like every dimension of that theming is so good. It's so tasty. I love it. I love it so much. Because you get things like I have a card, Tammy's Care. I will never forget this card. This card is staying in my deck this whole fucking time. I will never remove this card. Because if I forgot Tammy, I would bawl my eyes out for another 30 minutes. But anyway, let's get this train of thought back on track. We were vibing with Tang. So that was Misery and Death. Right, so we got there. You walk until the chill of the night settles into your skin, then descend from the walls and walk back to the living quarters. Tang hesitates at the threshold. Anyone else might not have noticed, but you know Tang. Probably better than anyone else in the colony does. What's wrong? Tang sighs deeply. I don't like being in my quarters. It reminds me that my brother is gone, and that we never... She turns away from you, and you hear her sniff once. Do you want a hug? Tang's awkward silence conveys that she has to consider this deeply. Yes, she says finally. I do, actually. You enfold Tang in a gentle hug. After a few seconds of stunned inaction, Tang wraps her arms limply around you as well. You spread your hands wide and hold her more tightly, trying to manifest the right kind of comforting energy to resonate through Tang's shields. Either you manage, or she simply relents, but Tang rests her head on top of yours and sighs. This is where I talk about how physical touch encourages the production of oxytocin, she murmurs, which is a bonding hormone that imparts feelings of calm and security. You can feel her smile against your hair. I know you know that, though, so I'll simply say this is nice. Thank you. Tang straightens her coat. I am aware that I am not the easiest person to befriend, she admits. Among my many admirable qualities, I'm often cold, brusque, and tactless. I owe you my thanks for taking the time to see through that. I don't know why you would have bothered, but I'm grateful. She looks towards the living quarters as if steeling herself. I feel like this one is going to go along a flirt romance thing, which is not an intention I want to do. So we'll just leave off with a good night, Tang. Yes, good night, Tang replies. May the morning bring us renewed strength for the trials ahead. All right, let's give Cal their fruit. Hey. Let's give Nomi her shiny, or their shiny. Click the wrong button. Rex, get your stick. I heard your friendship had benefits. And then Mars, her crystal. Cool. All right, that is everybody. Oh wait, we can give Nem. We don't have an egg, so let's just give her a No, wait, she hates crystals. Let's give her this weird thing. Vase, fuck you. Give him a fist to the face. And let's tutor. Let's see if we can see Nougat, because Nougat's a good bean. Tutoring is great because it exposes all the gaps in your own knowledge. One of the kids asks you how the first humans made tools if they didn't have any tools. You can almost feel it reboot your brain when you try to answer. Then, before you can say anything, another kid asks why there are infinite numbers but not infinite words. Then another asks if a thought weighs anything and if smart people have heavier brains. You eventually just have to distract them so they'll stop talking about probability and statistics again. Does a set of all sets contain itself? Hey kids, do you wanna maybe not do that? Hey, Guy Liner Dilf, welcome on by. Everything's blue, da ba dee da ba da, da ba dee da ba da, da ba dee da ba da. I mean, I can make these. There we go. That gives us a pair. And then we get another pair. It's a triplet. Let it go. Woo-hoo! But what if I did this? That's not as good. Can we get much higher? I don't think so. We could have. Holy shit. Rex has called a meeting all interested partiers, his words, to join him for the unveiling of his bar. He's amassed a huge crowd. By this point, everyone's heard about his mission. Nomi's here, of course, bopping around like they're about to explode with pride. Ladies and gents, and those who defy classification, Rex begins, winking at Nomi. The time has come for this colony to have what it really needs. A place to party! With that, Rex flips on the house lights. The crowd gasps and blinks around in awe. There's so much to see. It's an ambitious build. There's a stage and a dance floor for live music. There's a bunch of low tables and some cute little booths with red cushions. And, of course, there's a bar fully stocked with various liquors Rex must have been able to coax out of somebody's hobby still. Rex drinks in everyone's reactions, beaming with pride. Well, don't just stand there, he says. Let's get at her. I think our character, because we're more of a farmer. You know, we've got biology, we've got aminals, we've been mostly working in the botany. I think we're not really gonna get up and sing. I think we'll just pour some drinks. I think we'll just be a bit of a bartender. I think that's what we do. The bar is stocked with some kind of mushroom wine. You pour celebratory shots for Rex. Wait, is this a Dwarf Fortress reference? It could be, but I mean, this planet is like 203% mushroom. You pour celebratory shots for Rex, Nomi, and yourself. You feel all kinds of grown up when you clink glasses with him. Yeah, it's so sour. Why do the adults drink this stuff? You and Nomi make faces and sip your shots as Rex laughs. During the day, this place would be a quiet cafe where people can gather with friends or sit and study. At night, Mars is going to lead karaoke nights, and Nomi will make sure the dance floor is always jumping. Everything is a Dwarf Fortress reference eventually. It's like carcinogenation, but for video games. Everything, it all becomes a Dwarf Fortress reference. And I'll just be happy that everyone else has a good time here, Rex tells you. It's great to finally have a place purpose-built for having fun. Thank you, Solana, for all your help. Don't know that much, but I assume fungus beards, I think. Yeah, plump helmets is like the typical first, most basic, easiest to grow crop, and it can be turned into wine. And it's a mushroom. Wow, this music. Love it! Especially that little, like, didgeridoo-esque instrument. Just... Not pollen season. Yeah. Yeah. Spore biome. So bloody pink! It is very pink. Well, now that the bar is built, let's see. It should probably be here. It's visiting the spa. Is there any cards we want to remove? This one. And this one. Actually, this one. I want 5s more than I want 4s. Just gotta do a bit of deck thinning, baby. Where's the... Is the bar... I figured the bar would have been a place we could start working at. Am I just a potato? Okay, I can't stop sneezing. No, tapes! Stay inside! Wear a filter! Especially because this pollen will kill you! It'll turn you into crystal! Alright, we'll just do some tutoring the children. Mars sends you a message that she's looking for tutoring in biology. She asks for more information on what subjects in specific. And she responds that she's struggling primarily with anatomy, specifically the reproductive system. You bin the message and reply that she should contact Dr. Instance for any further questions. Oh, Mars. Amazing. First collectible use is free. +6 if the left card is blue. I could do this. Hey, 47 right on the dot, baby. Oh, we could have gotten 51. Too bad. This pollen's kind of mid. Ooh. Oh, reasoning level 3, +1 to mental increases. Kind of late, considering we've maxed 2 out of the 3. Nice, very nice. It's been a minute. Ooh, egg. Work in the bio lab. Her parents and the other colonists who were born on Earth didn't really expect to find identifiable mushrooms, plants, and animals on Vertumna. They're expecting something a little more alien. Crystal or light-based organisms, for example, relying on entirely different chemical processes than carbon-based life forms on Earth. Not like anyone's complaining, though. Our breathable atmosphere is pretty great. But how do we get the empathy perks to go up? I don't know! I think I found one thing that gives me like +1 empathy. But it's been pretty late game. I'm wondering, because like it seems like certain jobs only become available under certain conditions. So I feel like I probably missed a few things because of my focus. Like there might be a whole series of jobs from working with the depot, but since I did nothing in like persuasion or creativity, I imagine there's a whole chunk of jobs that just never materialized for me. Neighbors become brain. Okay. Card gets +3. Okay. 9. I mean, I can do this, which is okay. What if I go... hold on. So we've got 9, 7. Card gets +3. So I have anything... Okay, so it's a 5. Oh, but it becomes blue. Okay, so the 4, though. 7, 8, 9. And then we can go 4, 5. 5, 5. 5, 5. Hey, super goal, baby. Nice. Gotta get that bonus, even if it costs us 1 kudos. 0%. Yeah, we're not very persuasive. Ah, thank you for the delicious cold one tapes. Gotta soothe the serpentine sarcophagus. It's like esophagus, but for a serpent. Oh, hey Cal, what you got? You've been invited to Cal's house for, as he puts it, a real grown-up party. When you arrive, Auntie Tira gives you a warm hug and shows you inside to where Cal's set up the living area with little twinkling lights and lots of blankets. You sit down at the table across from Cal and Tira pours you both a glass of mushroom wine. She leaves the open bottle on the table. You kids can finish off the bottle if you like, she says. It's a good vintage. One of your dad's first brews, Solana. A little on the strong side, she winks. I'll be out late, Tira says, kissing the top of Cal's head. Follow me if you need anything, but don't you two wait up for me, okay? Wow, Auntie Tira is cool. Cal smiles at you as you tuck into your dinner. I'm glad you could come, he says. I thought about inviting Rex, but he has, like, 0 chill, you know? Besides, he continues, you're one of my best friends in the whole colony. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be with. Cal puts his fork down and looks at you earnestly. I'm really glad you're my friend, Solana. I'm so proud of everything you've done. Sometimes I think I really love you as a person, you know? He looks down, suddenly shy. Sorry, I know that's a lot. I'm just really grateful for you. You and Cal share a wonderful dinner and polish off the bottle of wine. Afterwards, you settle into a big pile of blankets to lie back, look at the stars through the big skylight in his living room. And so that's why I think we should domesticate more Unisar. It just makes sense. Cal finishes and you laugh. He's right. Who doesn't want to ride a unicorn? You deserve a unicorn. That's right. Elect me governor, and I'll put a unicorn in everybody's home. You've been laughing a lot. Everything is just so funny and also so pretty. Stars look like they're swimming in a big dark ocean. Little twinkly lights Cal put up look like stars you can touch. You reach out and grab one and come out hilariously short. Cal giggles at you. Cal is warm and cozy against your side, and the blankets are so soft. Everything is wonderful. You talk the rest of the night away, sharing your thoughts about everything and nothing. It's so nice to share this simple intimacy with a good friend. Off into the void I go. Eventually, you're both yawning too much to continue talking. Cal pulls a blanket over the both of you, cocooning you in a comfort and warmth. I'm so glad we're friends, Cal mumbles. You sound sleepy, and you realize your eyes are getting heavy as well. As you tip backwards into sleep, all you feel is love. You both sleep deeply. Morning arrives unceremoniously, pouring through the skylight directly into your face. You grumble as you turn your head away, burrowing into something that's soft and smells sleepy sweet. Oh, that's Cal. Your face is mushed into the soft skin of his armpit. His arm is curled against your shoulders protectively, your legs tangled together under the blankets. Hey, yo. Cal shifts underneath you and blinks his bloodshot eyes open, squinting into the merciless sunrise. Dip, he mumbles, clinging to sleep. That's so much. He laughs as you peel yourself off of him, sticky from drool and sweat. Gross, bruh, he says, and you smack him on the shoulder. Before long, his mom pokes her head into the living area. Hey kids, she says, chipper. Ready for some breakfast? Breakfast sounds incredible. Never been more excited at the prospect of breakfast in your life. You share some breakfast of roasted trippet and eggs with Cal, his mom, and her 3 partners. Even though the rest of the colony is in chaos, you feel somehow healed, having taken the night to let yourself bask in their love. Aww. That's so sweet. Mars. You get shiny. Did I give Cal their fruit? I did not. I'm out of fruits, so I have an herb. I don't know what to do with it, but thanks. I will give you more sticks. My last stick, Rex. Make sure you fetch it well, my friend. As far as crystals, Nomi, I can give you so many crystals. Oh, Nomi event. You spot Nomi crossing the courtyard from the depot to the living quarters, lugging an armful of cans of paint. Hey, Solana, they exclaim, barely keeping one of the cans from falling out of their arms. Hey, can you give me, like, a hand with this? Take a few of the cans, and Nomi sighs in relief. Phew, thank you. This is my 3rd trip. I think I finally got all the colors I need. This is gonna be amazing. At your questioning look, Nomi giggles and starts skip walking towards the living quarters. Come on, I'll show you. You follow Nomi to the suite of rooms that they share with their mom and dad. Nomi leads you past the jumble of bedroom furniture and into their empty room. Light pours in from a skylight, and Nomi stands under it and stretches their arms wide, doing a little spin. I'm painting a mural. My mind is going light speed with possibilities, Nomi declares, tugging at their hair. Excuse me. I'm drunk with power. I can do anything. Solana, you have to help me decide. Nomi grabs her sketchbook and shows you a few concept drawings. Space themed, jungle themed, the inside of a pirate ship, abstract art. All the major players are here. Nobody's been busy. They look at you in agony of indecision. I might be a little biased, but I think the jungle theme is on point. Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, I think so too, Nomi says. But it's a little weird to have like a green tropical jungle here on Vertumna. I mean, I've never seen a green tree. So should I make it a Vertumnan jungle instead? Oh, I don't know. Now I just added another choice. Do a different thing on each wall. Nomi stares at you. Oh, stars, Solana, that's perfect. Why didn't I think of that? They start ripping pages out of their sketchbook and laying them against the walls. This one here, no, here, and the colors will play off each other. And oh no, this wall gets more light than most of the year. So, after a few minutes of frenzied planning, Nomi grabs you by the shoulders. This is going to be amazing! They exclaim. Thank you, you're a genius! They regard their walls with barely restrained excitement. What do you say, Solana? You want to help me make this vision become a reality? Unfortunately, I am not very creative, but I will try my best. You're not much of an artist, but that doesn't seem to faze Nomi at all. They hand you a pencil to transfer their sketches to the wall, and you get to work. Nomi has to stop what they're doing to correct you sometimes. Well, a lot of times, actually, but they seem pretty easygoing about your not so canonical additions to their designs. It's all part of the process, Nomi declares. We discover as we create. That character is so cute. Yes, Vashka. Nomi is a beautiful, beautiful being and is very, very anime. We had an event last stream where they were rushing to class with a piece of toast in their mouth and crashed into us. Like, you can't get more anime than that. Also, welcome on by, Dashka. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. For most of the day, the room is total chaos. Nomi assures you that repeatedly that this is part of the experience. As the second sun is beginning to set, you step back and take a look at what you've accomplished. Well, it's not bad. Yes, Nomi did end up doing most of the detail work, but your contributions are nothing to sneeze at. The end result is a charming composition, if a little discordant, just like Nomi. Nomi starts hammering the lids back on the paint cans while you collect the brushes for washing. Thank you for your help, they say. I definitely wouldn't have finished this without you. Nomi's stomach rumbles and their eyes go wide. I'm starving, they exclaim. Did we work through dinner? You don't need to check your time on your hollow palm to know that Nomi is right. Your stomach grumbles in solidarity, and Nomi laughs. Okay, let's go grab some grub, chum. I love grub. How did you know? Doing okay? Are you doing well? I am doing pretty good, all things considered. Despite OBS deciding to implode, it was very inconvenient, but we are still on track and getting shit done. Yeah, exactly, Ice. Just like that. Getting them grubs. Nomming them grubs. Flower. Fuck you, Vase. Our stress is getting up, so let's explore and collect stuff slash my brain is seg faulting.